Okay, here we are in La Mirada, California. A lot of people have been asking me what's in your bag, Soup? What are you having for this year? I haven't made that many changes since last year. I'm with Team Legacy and Legacy Discs, and today we're gonna pretty much see what I normally would carry, whether it's casual round or tournament round. We'll start off with my drivers here. I use this Outlaw. It's a 173. I use this mainly for big hyzers. You know, let's say 400 feet. That's where I'm very comfortable throwing this disc. And then I carry two cannons. I carry 174. This one I use when I want distance, but I still need the stability to fade out. So it gives me a little bit of flex, and then it fades out. And that disc I'll probably use between 400 and, let's say, 430. This one here. And then this one, 167 Canon, Pinnacle plastic. I use this one for a lot of shots. This is my distance driver. This is one I use to try to get the most distance as I can, which is usually about I'd say 450, 460 is probably where I feel very comfortable with it. Because it's lighter, I'll throw this one here if it's windy. If there's no wind, this one I really love. It's my favorite disc in my bag as a driver. And then I have my Battle of the Aces stamp, 169 Fighter, which is the Icon plastic. And this one I use it as a utility disc. I use it between 150, 200 foot shots only, forehand, backhand, skip shots, things like that. Then I have my Icon grinder stamp, Phenom, which is the 168. This one I use for big turnovers, left to right, and sometimes I'll try it as a roller when there's no wind going on. So this one's nice and soft. I've had this one not very long, maybe, I don't know, some months now. Say two months maybe, something like that. Maybe 3 months. And then we have the new first run Pinnacle Phenoms, which are incredible. If you guys want to see the video on how they fly for me, watch legacydisc.com. We put out a video on there. If you have Facebook, look up the Legacy page, and you'll see how these fly. I love this disc because I can release it with a hyzer, and it'll go to flat and then turn over slightly, but the fade that you get on the way back is incredible. The difference between these two, the Icon and the Pinnacle, in my opinion, this one holds a line. It'll go from hyzer to straight and turn over. If you're right-handed, it'll go right, and it'll just hold that line. But this one won't fade out as much. But this the new Pinnacle Phenom here, definitely fades out beautifully. It's a 175. So, I'm not sure which weight you can find, but the 175s are perfect for me. And then we go with the new Rivals. I think they're experimental type disc. Plastic's nice and stiff. But these are the new rivals, just more stable than the old rivals. You can see the difference right away. You throw them, if you could throw 350 plus, this disc is a great fairway disc. It's a 7-speed rival. But yeah, check these out because these are very good in the wind and on normal days without wind also. But a little bit more stable than your normal other plastic rivals like the Icon or something. Put this in here. I'm going to get to, let's see. This is my Golden State Series. This series is ran by Mike Jewell here in California. This is my 166 Icon Enemy. I got it this light because I like my enemies to fly straighter, almost like when you beat a disc in and you just want it to fly. You want a little bit more glide out of it, but it always fades back. So, like I said, I'm right-handed, so it's going to go straight. It's not going to turn over, but it will go straight if I put more than 350 feet of power, and then it's going to fade out every time. So it's very reliable, very consistent. I trust this disc a lot in the wind also, or normal days. It works out great. And then let's go to my mid-ranges here. First, we'll start off with the Clear Pinnacle Plastic Ghosts. This is a 178. It's a grinder stamp. I get a lot of grinder stamps because when they're making a disc at the warehouse, the first ones I look for are the grinders. I like the stamp, the grinder stamp. And for those that aren't not too familiar with the grinder stamp, what the grinder means is it's our way of saying X out or factory second. So I just think it's a cooler name, better than other names. So it's really cool. So this one flies. And when I'm talking about all my discs, I'm talking about if you can throw 350 feet or further. That's how mine are going to fly. That's why I like these discs in my bag. So this one I can throw flat, and it'll give me just a slight turnover, just very little, but fade back every time. So this is one of my more stable discs in my bag as far as my mid-ranges. And we have the new gauge, which I just got it. This is a 177. And it's in the Icon plastic, and I like it because it's a tad bit faster than my Ghost, and this gives me, I can go from hyzer release, and it'll go to straight, and if it's windy it might turn up to the right a little bit, but it'll hold that line. So if you release it on a hyzer, it's most likely in a normal day with no wind, it's going to hold that line. And if there's a little bit of wind and you just adjust to a little bit, a little bit more hyzer. But I like this disc because of the glide. It has a lot of glide. So I throw this disc maybe any hole that's about 320 to about, I want to say 350. That's where I can throw it nice and smooth, and it won't veer to the left or right for me. It'll just hold straight for me. Then we go to my favorite mid-range in my bag. This is a 169 Pinnacle Ghost. I can't say enough about this disc. This disc can do anything I want it to do. If I want to go a little Annie, I just release it with a little angle and it's going to hold that line. If I throw a straight shot, I release it with a little bit of hyzer and it'll pop up to straight and it'll just go straight. I mean, very, very straight. And it's soft. It's It's a softer one. It's compared to this pink one here. These are really stiff, but this one soft. I love the soft mid-ranges. They're just more comfortable in the hand. So this one is definitely my favorite mid-range because I can release it with a hyzer and it'll go straight from there. This disc, I love this disc a lot. Then we go to a little bit more stable mid-ranges. So this one here is my most stable mid-range in my bag. It's my Ghost. It's a swirly plastic Ghost, 178. I don't know if you can see the swirly in the center there, but there's a swirl on the top. This one's stable right now. It's brand new, and this one will hold a hyzer very well. I could throw this 90% and it's gonna hold a hyzer. Whether I throw it flat or hyzer, it's gonna hold that hyzer line. It'll go just completely straight. If you throw more than 350 feet, this disc will just hold a hyzer angle. Soft, really nice one. Something you can trust and rely on the hyzer. And if it's windy, you could throw it. You could still throw it, and it will hold that line. So this is my most stable Ghost in my bag. And then I have a grinder slime ball. This is Legend plastic, 178 Ghost. It's a cool stamp. It's a grinder stamp. My boss, Steve Rico, he said, try this soup. You know, it should be very stable. So I'm here at La Mirada today, and I'm gonna play the weekly at 3:30. Ryan Spohr runs the weekly here at La Mirada on today, Tuesday. So yeah, I went out and practiced with this disc for the first time, and it flew nice and stable. It flew on the holes that I tried it on. There were probably about 320. I threw it smooth to see how overstable it would be, and it flew straight because there's some wind out here today. So it flew nice and straight. It never turned over at all, but it flew straight with the hyzer the entire way. So I knew that it was going to be a great disc, and I'm adding it to my collection of my discs in my bag today, and I'll have to test it out a little bit more. And then we go to let's see, my putters. So 173, I believe. Nope. Okay, 175. I have two gravity prowlers. These are with my team stamp. I just moved to these last weekend for the GCC Gentlemen's in Vegas tournament. I knew it was going to be very windy out there, and I knew that my beating clutch was probably going to go a little too straight. So I said, I'm going to try these gravity prowlers. I love the gravity plastic because I like soft discs in my hand. So I like if you haven't tried one of these, the tackiness, the feel to it is very tacky, which I love, because when it's cold out, you can feel the grip in the putter in your hand. And they're not soft. I mean, I don't want to fold them, but they're not soft at all. They're in between stiff and soft. They're not completely stiff, and they're not completely soft. So I think for me personally, they're perfect, because, you know, the flimsy putters, the ones that you could just, you know, fold like you know, the ones I've had in the past, you know, I don't like them to be flimsy in my hand. I like them to be tacky and a little bit soft, but yet, you know, a little stiff there. So I'm really enjoying these. These are definitely going to stay in my bag. And then I have my utility disc, which is an Innova Stargator. I bought this in Vegas because I lost all my utility discs in practice. I lost like 3 of them, and so I went in there and I bought one from the little fly mart they had, and yeah, I'm really liking it. You know, so this you know, this is going to stay in my bag until we make a disc close to this. But for those that don't know, when you play on the Legacy team, we have open bag policy. So we're allowed to carry some of the different manufacturers of discs. So we can put whatever is going to help our game. But you know, as long as we have a majority of our discs in our bag, we're fine. I carry about 4 different, you know, the other companies in my bag. The rest of them are usually all my Legacy stuff that I feel like I have a lot more confidence with a lot of my Legacy stuff. This is my 2nd year with Legacy, so I've figured them out by now. And then this is my fun disc. I had it made, and everyone gets a kick out of it because it's a Justice. Great utility disc, very overstable. But I have it in my bag because I like to throw it forehand and backhand. I don't have another disc in my bag where I can go as far as a mid-range, where I can go forehand and backhand. And because this is so overstable, I can throw this disc once again like between 150 and 200 feet, forehand or backhand. If I want to throw this disc on holes that are 300 foot plus, I just have to put a lot of power behind it because it's very overstable. So this is just my fun disc. I've always wanted a disc with my face on it and something fun as the graphics. So the guys at Dynamic Discs, they made this for me. So I really get a kick out of it. And the weight is 174. And I have one other disc in here. Hasn't come out yet. It's the new Patriot, which is a little bit, you know, a little bit more stiff, and it should fly a little bit more stable. So you got a lot of foot traffic here, and my buddies are in the background teasing me. So yeah, these will be coming out whenever they make them, and whenever Stevie and Bomba and the crew at Legacy, you know, find whatever they wanted to fly, because I like it right now. I tried it one time, and like I said, it's windy today, and it flew a good line for being very windy. So I'll keep practicing it with it. And one last disc is, let's see if I can grab it. My last disc is, here's my throwing putter. This is my throwing putter. It's a 175 swirly. It's a pretty cool design. It just came out that way. It looks awesome. That blue stuff here is some of the swirl. And this is what I use off the tee. A hole that's less than 320 feet. I love throwing the gravity clutch. This used to be my putter, but now that's a little beat in. I love throwing it off the tee for the shorter holes. When hyzer release, it'll go straight. It won't really flip over, but it will go straight. It'll go from hyzer to straight. And if I release with a hyzer, it's pretty much going to hold that line reasonably. But I really enjoy throwing the gravity plastic. So other things on my bag, if you noticed, my bag doesn't have the Legacy stamp anywhere, because this is the first runs that that they send. Upper Park Design, you can see it down here. They sent 3 of these bags to Stevie, and they asked him to try them out and see what he thinks, and he loved them, and they became partners, and now we have Legacy stamped bags. But this is one of the 3 that he got. So that's what I carry on my own, and you can see I have my drink in here, which is my core power. Then I have my speaker. I have all my bag tags here. I just bought this SoCal, so I got 200, and I haven't found anybody to play against. And then these are La Mirada bag tags, which have expired, but I haven't seen the new ones yet, so I haven't got one. This is my the bag tag we got during the World Tour here at La Mirada last year. And then I have the Golden State Series 2017. I have number 1 only because the day I lost the number, I didn't have my tags with me. I had them on one of my other bags, and so to the guys that know that smashed me that day, I'm sorry I didn't have them that day, but next time you guys can beat me again if you like. Now we have a Silmar. I have number 4. That's a fun little thing we do up in Silmar, and I got these in Vegas. I was thinking of making them into bag tag holders, so we got those in Vegas. Little handcuffs, look pretty cool. And then we have my little tiger. It says Sea Lion. That's my wife. She loves tigers, and I carry this to remind me of her. And that's what's in my bag. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for asking for the video. I finally got around to it. And what else? Thank you to Legacy Disc for sponsoring me again this year and supporting me. And thanks to the wife for supporting me and playing this disc golf game again also. So thank you guys for everything, and we'll see you soon. Keep throwing Legacy. And don't forget, play with confidence, guys.